Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kingsley Keke there on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Pirine. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Now someone is pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Rodgers with a keeper. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And
oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he stopped immediately there. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, now Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come in firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
2nd and 5. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll drop to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Under 10, under 10, 10. He's crossing. 19,
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken around, and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Fights off the defender, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. He hits Adams complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
It's just me and you. It's just 56. Mike's 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Defense wins championship.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers going to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. On first down, it's Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays.